Uh, yeah.
So you push.
When you open your app, you even don't need to open your app. For example, you are going through the city and you cross some other zone which is with a risk of being pickpocket or some violation, and this app can alert you easily on the tray that be aware there's something maybe like keep more attention to something. Uh,
Okay.
but for example, if you have like a couple of close friends and they are traveling to other city or some districts and they allow you to track them in some case we will like develop some how to say mechanism which the app can measure that you are in some trouble. It can alert. For example, you said that you are going to some point but you didn't go there for some reason, and app can like make small notification to your friend that your friend isn't in his point of destination. We won't know why reason, but you can like call or make sure if everything is okay or not. It's like kind of social interaction.
Okay. So
And also for cars, for example, maybe there are some dead zones when cars getting crashed or some holes in the road, and if we have all this road crime data or road accident data, we could alert drivers like 100 like meters ahead is some zone, please like slow down. Even if sign is allowing you to 50 miles per hour to run to drive, maybe we will advise you to slow down because of some accidental area, for example.
so this would be on this would so if I had the app and
You could have these three indicators like a widget.
okay. So
For example, this zone is like 8.3 of being violated heavily, 7.9 by like small like stealing or pickpocketing, and by car is like more safe, like just 5.1, for example.
okay. So this would alert if I was traveling in an area, I would have my location on,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And how would the information know? Let's say that there was an area that was
Database isn't like real time. It could be like one per day, renewed, or even like a few times per week.
so if there was, let's just say maybe like a shopping district or an area that was prone to pickpocketing. So if I started getting close to that area, then this thing would start alerting me saying, "Hey," and then I'd look at it and go, "Oh,
Or you're going to some zone which is like famous for pickpocketing. Just keep your like keep your wallet closer to you, something like that.
okay,
But we also work on psychological in order not to make it dangerous and not to make people afraid of, but just
Be
inform, aware of, inform.
So why did you pick? Are these some of the big things that happen? Assault and pickpocketing. Is that why you picked?
Yeah, in general, pickpocketing is like we like divided on like hard violation, like killings, beatings, and like small, like pickpocketing, burglary, or maybe car theft or something like that.
Okay.
Like less hard and cars. Yeah, like the other way.
And then what's the parking? What is that? What does this mean?
It's mean where can you park your car and it the level of assurance that it won't be theft or burgled.
Okay.
Because maybe I don't know how it's in the US, but in Ukraine it's a problem that people when they park in some yard near some friend's house, they are thinking, is it safe to park here, or maybe I should like park somewhere else, maybe far away, but with a street light and with some like nice view, not in some.
So if this lights up, if this comes up, and I get an alert, does this mean that it's okay to park there?
It could be, yeah.
Okay.
In general, yeah.
Yeah, I think
It just helps you to make some decisions.
right.
And in some cases, for example, if you're really injured, We also would like to put like small emergency assistant, which will allow you to make maybe some like easy decisions. For example, not to move if you have what to do. Like pre first medical aid. Maybe like forgetting about this, what would you like to see in some similar app? What would you like to see for Americans, or is it necessary some safety app with crime data? Maybe you can like give some suggestions or ideas where to develop.
They have. I don't know if they have. I'm trying to think if they have something similar here. I think it's a good idea.
Maybe there are too much things. Maybe not.
Well, and again, I don't know what the numbers mean. What's 5 mean? Is that and then what's
the less is if 10 is like most safe. It's like safety. It's like 10 out of 10.
So what's the one? So 5, 1. What's the first 5 mean?
It's like 5.1 out of 10 safety for car. Okay. It's just for example. So maybe we'll just put 5, 7, 8 without this, not to make it too detailed.
Yeah, I don't understand what that means, but maybe you could just do.
It's like scale from 1 to 10. Okay. 1 is very dangerous, like safety. It's like 1 is safety, 10 is very safe.
What's a 10 mean in? What's a 10 mean on physical assault or
10? This is scale. We can like put 10 very safe, 1 not safe, or vice versa.
Okay.
But we decided to go like positively and to this is like not the level of dangerous situation, but a safety situation. So if the more, it's more safe. But it's just numbers and.
Well, what you could do is. You've used red for more danger, right? Green is more okay. Is that right?
No, this is for parking spots and for parking. This is for such type of crimes, and this is for violations crimes. It will be red all the time, but the number only will change.
I see.
It's just color is a type of indicator, but it cannot change. Oh, but it's like difficult from the first time, yeah, to.
Well, without.
Because if you had on your phone, it would be like 10 times easier to see.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to think. So, would these numbers they would change daily?
We hope so.
Okay. And so, where are you getting is the crime data going to be uploaded?
Onto our database.
And you're getting that from the local police?
Yeah, we are like in negotiations. We are building for them just crime map and some small like features, and as a reward we will have all this data, fresh data, being collected on our database and with our algorithms being calculated and inputted, and all these numbers are as a result of our calculations of this data.
And so these are individual users, right? These are different people.
But like close people. Like it's your small network of the closest people and family.
Of your friends and family.
Yeah.
So so how would, so would it work on the location? Meaning so Roman, if you're here, would you be able to say, let's say there was a bunch of pickpocketing right around there?
Yeah, look, sorry. For example, if it's me, it's like medical unit. But okay, if I am here, Nadia Bell, for example, yeah, and I know that Nadia's Bell, like safety is for car, 5.2 for, like she is like 6.6. It's like indicators for her geoposition location based on 3 types, like car, pickpocketing and heart
So
violation.
this is running. You're always going to get these numbers wherever you are.
Yeah, and for your friends, you will have like different near their profiles.
And it's going to be because of where they are. Correct? Okay.
But if they don't want, they will not allow you. But it's like for a couple of friends and family members of your child, for example.
So if Nadia wasn't looking at her phone,
What?
if she wasn't looking, let's just say she had it in her purse.
Just for code, yeah, but...
And you noticed it, and you noticed she was going into an area that was bad, you could call her up and go, hey, you're going into a...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the options, very clear, yeah. Or if you have a child and the child like likes to play and forgot and run across the street to some other district, and it also can alert your like mother or dad that your child is far away.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I think you just try to keep it as simple as possible for people. And so, is this the emergency assistance buttons? The medical, police, and is that what that means? So would you just push it and then would it send an alert?
Not now, but maybe if police see some like good use in this, maybe we will merge our services. But here is like when you put this, you can see the nearest medical unit.
Oh, okay.
And telephones. As well as police. You can see the nearest police department or some people who can help you.
I see. And what's the is that a car?
For car is the safest place to put your car.
Oh, okay.
To park.
Based on the crime data that you guys are going to put into the database.
Yes.
So when you push this, would it?
It can like Google Map you somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. You just need to. I would make it as
simplify,
very simple as possible. Because to me, I don't know what the 5.1, 7.9, whatever your user, whatever value you want to use. To me, yeah, I don't know how it is. In your country, but I'm trying to think. Like for it doesn't matter how you use it, but 10 could be the safest. You'd want to use it the same, and then I'm trying to think.
So it should be like 1 is the safest. You mean like?
Well, that's what I'm thinking because the higher the number could be
more understandable,
more danger, more.
So people like things in terms of danger.
Yeah.
So 1 is like less danger, 10 the most danger. Yeah.
Like for here, you could do 1 is the best parking. And then
10
like
the
so
worst.
if you went to an area and they showed all 10s, you'd want to stay away, right? Yeah. I think that seems that's what I would do. I would do that.
Like for you it's easier starting like 1 the safest place and 10
yeah
the most dangerous.
I don't know if I would do the point. I would just
1 point.
Yeah,
one
1, 2, 3,
1
4.
digit.
Yeah. And what I was thinking too is that you could have you could also do it color-wise where you could, I know this will always be up, it's just for color, but if you had the parking and you did, let's just say you did them all green across, where green is okay.
Yeah.
So you could also do a color where as it starts to get more red, so it goes from green to yellow to red, where you're gonna have to figure out what the breakdown is. Maybe it's 1 to 3 is green, and then so when you get up, when you you scale it up, and so somebody could quickly look at their phone, and if it's all the way green,
without digits,
yeah.
Only.
And so maybe that's an idea too, is to is to do it by color, because that's quick.
Without numbers.
And then, if they wanted to, they could. Are these interactive? Can you push those, and does it tell you anything, or is it?
We are thinking about it.
Okay.
If it's interesting, we can put some data behind
And
this.
maybe that's what. Yeah. So if this was pretty high, let's say it's a 9. Could you push the violence, and then maybe it pops up a couple of incidents like in the last few days.
Recent incidents. Concrete incidents, not just like.
And what you could also do is maybe to help with the police side is if they had suspect information, that if you press that, let's just, an alert came up, you're in the area and you pressed it and boom, it came up. Yesterday we had this, day before we had this, and maybe if there was suspect information, and then because a lot of times criminals will stay in the same area, and so if there's suspect information, then maybe there's a way that you could get that info in there also, and then if somebody sees or maybe they have a suspect, maybe they have a picture, and boom, you could pull your picture up on the
suspicious
phone.
Car is parked.
Yeah, and you could be like, whoa, there's the guy right there.
Like reporting for safety.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I think it's.
Can it be useful in the U.S.? How do you think?
Okay, so in our city we don't have a lot of crime, which that's a good thing, right? I can see in some of the bigger cities that it may be a
Chicago,
New York, Detroit, L.A. The bigger cities where there's a lot of concentrated crime. But I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't know
kind of
similar, but I'm sure there is some stuff.
Could you send me or ask some secretary if it got in your mind?
Yeah.
I just left my business card.
Yep.
I would be very happy and grateful.
Yep. And I can just send it to you at that email address.
Yeah, rom@gmail.com.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yep, I'll do that. I can.
Can you scratch it? Yeah.
Yep. Got it.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
The police is grateful.
Yeah, all right. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right.